Brisk paddle across the southwest corner of Isabella Lake trip. Maybe we should have started at Island River, which looked very pretty, instead of battling the waves. But here we are, and we're on our way to the Isabella River around the corner of this point. Going down the Isabella, first little island here on our left. You can see the Pagami burn all around us, all the way to past Quadga Lake. The entrance to the Isabella River. There's a portage right up here somewhere in a little river. There's the Powwow Trail Bridge right above the riffle. We think our takeout portage is right here in Rapids number 1. And there's the Powwow Trail Bridge. The river narrows here. Going around the first big bend, there's supposed to be a campsite on the right. I haven't been able to identify a single campsite yet. I managed to push through that little obstruction right there. I think the water's up because of recent rain. Portage number 2, a very easy, I don't know, 10 or 15 rod portage, a little drop down there. River continues. Naomi helped me dual carry the canoe over the portage so I didn't have to do it all by myself. The narrows just past the Island River entrance. We have a couple of eagles sitting in the tree over here. Probably can't see it too well with this, but they're there. We're coming up to our 130 rod portage.
Okay, there's the big eagle. He's sitting up there. So why is this one all dark then?
I don't know. Maybe he's a juvenile.
That's what I was thinking.
Here's the Isabella River at portage number, I guess it's 3 or 4. Anyway, this is the 130 rod portage. It's supposed to be level, easy, and flat. Here's the boardwalk section of this portage trail. 130 rod portage. Here's a little rapids ripple as we walk back to trip number 2 to get our gear. Took the canoe over already. Turned out to be a nice day. You can see how burned the forest is from the Pagami burn, but it's actually kind of nice in the winter. And the rapids. They weren't much.
No, they weren't.
But it was fun. The river just goes on and on. Pretty soon we're coming to the first 27 rod portage. First 27 rod portage rapids, definitely not the runnable variety unless you really want to have a lot of fun and get spilled out. This is the portage at the very head of the riffle. A portage up the vertical face wall up ahead, but I haven't quite figured out exactly which wall they're talking about yet. This is put into Quadga Lake. There's a portage on the other side of the river too, at the lip of the rapids. You don't really see it till you're right up on it, but it's here, and it's a good portage. So we're now going to do 100 rods and find our camp spot. Quadga Lake near sunset. Now to find a campsite. Okay, this is our Quadga Lake campsite. Dusk, we got here just in time. Saw a beaver right in front of our camp. Loon with a juvenile. We're cooking our Sept sausages. There, I don't know if you can see it, is a sunset with some red near sunset on our fun day on Lake Quadga. Cooking dinner. Making hot apple cobbler dessert. And the last of our northerns are cooking to go into the fish cakes for breakfast. Okay, this is the bottom of the rapids near Quadga Lake. This is the put-in, a little bit challenging, kind of a drop-off put-in here. So we're just gonna hold the canoe with the rope while I load it, and I think we'll be able to do it. And then a mile and a half down the river to the next 49 rod portage according to the Mackenzie map. Hey, this is the end of the Pagami burn, at least right here. This may be the little Isabella River coming in on the left. Up ahead is some rapids and a 49 rod portage on the right. Here's the end of this portage, the 49 rod portage, if it is that long, on the Mackenzie map. Here's the bottom of the riffle. Probably not easily runnable in a canoe unless you're crazy. Nice fishing spot, but we're not fishing right now, we're traveling. Well, we made it through the riffle with no problem. Didn't have to do the little 8 rod portage. Really pretty sections of the Isabella River. Lots of evidence of beaver and animal trails down to the river. Nice tall forest nearby. Lots of wind-blown down trees from some of the wind events that have happened here. Could have been the July 2014 wind event. This Beaver Hotel under active construction. Very large beaver house. They are around here somewhere. We've come to a marshy area about a half mile before the campsite, and the 141 rod portage on the map shows a little bulbous bay marshy area to the left, and that's what this must be. Portage is just above the lip of the fall, a little bit above the lip of the falls. Not a problem in low water like this. Right before the 141 rod portage. Very nice. Right, this is more Isabella River in the last half mile coming into Bald Eagle Lake. It widens out considerably. We have another river joining us from the south as we go around this bend in just a little bit. This is the end of the Isabella River. As we come into Bald Eagle Lake, there are supposed to be some open campsites on the left. We saw our first people in 3 days. This is the end of our Isabella Lake sojourn, and hopefully the information that we've gleaned from the various portages will be of some help to some people. This YouTube video will provide some more detail, and hopefully it will be of use to you in your future exploration of the Isabella River.